This show has derailed beyond belief.
Eric, this is why we need shows like this to happen, so we have stuff to do at the end of the month for the best of show.
Welcome everybody to the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. I am Eric.
I'm Lord Manny Hayes, aka Thirst Trapper Jones.
And I am Marcus the Grand Finale. And we're ready to talk to you about the historical moments of wrestling today.
Why does it sound like your mic is so far away from you?
Because I feel like his mic changed again when you rolled the opening. But
can you hear me now?
Now you sound better. Are you gonna hold it like that?
No, I'm gonna set it down right now. But I want to talk right into this microphone and let the world know.
Caressing you.
That explains why he's single. That was a pretty aggressive caressing right there. But Marcus,
I love you. Did not.
If you haven't already, check out the best of January. Really fun watch. I watched it a few times. I'm arrogant.
Manny,
I like to watch.
You're a very vain individual. You're a very vain individual. I watched it once, and it was an easy watch, but I'm also a vain individual who just enjoy, who laughs at myself and forget what I said, or laugh at Manny and be like, "Oh yeah," laughing like a little schoolgirl in a corner of the room.
It's funny.
Go to shower. Diabetes card plate down. I can't believe I can't pay my bills, Baloo. Yeah, so that's kind of who we are. But tune into that show and also tune into Raw's Retro, which will be.
So we're live.
We're live.
Sorry for the delay.
Yep. We needed time to digest this thumbnail that was graciously given to us by Nikkita Lyons, who Manny had already planned on posting a picture, but she said, "Hold on, baby, I got another one."
I mean, you were all pre-warned if you were like, oh, this is all clickbait. Nah. No, you were pre-warned that this was going to happen.
Yeah,
and I believe if you watch the best of January, because I wouldn't tell you to go rewatch the day one watch along.
That's what it made you watch. No, I couldn't get you to watch Mansoor. I couldn't get you to watch Buddy Murphy's title reign, or Cedric's, or Mustafa. But yet, Nikkita, whatever her name is the reason you're watching 205 Live again.
Marcus, and you having a hard time understanding this after you done worked with Manny for about 2 years. Marcus, do you understand if she ever makes it to NXT or even the main roster, she's going to be the thumbnail probably more times than not.
Yeah, and I can see it. And Manny, I believe you have kidnapped that referee's arm, and that is your arm, and I don't know where that hand is going, but I think that's what most of the people in the audience is going.
Excuse you, I decided to volunteer as tribute as the person she is pinning.
Manny's like, I want to be a jobber in the women's division now.
And as you also on the best of, I'm merely promoting the best of January show, Marcus. You brought up a very funny thing about the entitled Manny and Marcus show, which is what we saw with the Toxic Lounge.
Yes. I can imagine this is exactly what it'd be like. I mean, I'm sure we'll have more clothing and be less and have less of the toxic attraction going on there.
But I mean, I'd rock Gigi sunglasses. I think I'd be fantabulous to rock Gigi sunglasses.
Yeah, I probably just would have both of the champagnes in my hand. True alcoholic style.
Well, Steve Austin style, them double fisted.
Yeah.
What would I tell you? What would I tell you if those two images were not the thumbnail?
What? But how? So when this show happened, when I was watching NXT, I was like, clearly. The lounge will be the thumbnail, clearly. And then Nikkita Lyons, I was like, oh yeah, her big ass. And now, what is the real thumbnail? Man, do you need a drum roll?
Yeah, because I merged them together.
That's too much. That's too much with titles. With titles, oh, I can't take it. I can't take it. It's too much. Lord Manny, as Marcus the wrestling analyst and true journalist of the industry, why don't we have Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley up there? And I was going like, look at this!
Look at this!
Look at this!
Look at this! Even Maurice, God bless you, Lord Manny Hayes, for introducing her to the MCM. Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! So sweet.
Oh,
please,
where's this going?
I don't know, but it's going to the Big Wiggle, Manny. It's going to the Big Wiggle. What's the answer, Manny? You're on the spot. What's the answer? Norman is waiting.
No, that is weird.
But Manny, I'm going to announce right here, you are the father. But this segment, in which I clearly see that JC Jane is still kidnapped in this image because you refused to post her. It's like she was cut out.
Excuse me.
You're going to regret this one day when she's a star.
One second, sir. 1 second. Did you not say last week, and I quote, in future, if we put Toxic Attraction on the cover, you need to cover her up? Did you or did you not say that?
Okay, Manny, I need you to do one thing in these thumbnails now. If you're going to use Toxic A, as Wade Barrett calls him, and I'm going to call him as well, you're going to have to blur out JCJ. I know. I'm just preemptively doing this for the future.
Kind of like that.
Documentary, yeah, in documentaries and, WWE Untold or whatever. She's not going to be here. And it's nothing against her personally. I think she's a fine lady. It's just that you can clearly see who's a Jannetty is in this group. And even right here in this image where Mandy's looking at her, bitch, you gonna be gone. I'm sorry. I didn't think you would follow my advice. I'm horrible with that.
Second of all, this image didn't even include JC Jane when I found it. You could come at me with all this angst as much as you want. I didn't do anything on purpose when you advised me to do it. And then second of all, she wasn't even in the image to begin with.
Okay, fine. This isn't a situation of you excluding the weak link of the team. Fine. This isn't a LeBron AD of the Lakers not showing the rest of the team. Or the Clippers where we saw images of Paul George and Kawhi, but not the rest of the team who does all the backward.
The person that you want to cover up, JC Jane.
I never said I wanted to cover up. I just said that we're gonna look back and realize she's gonna be the photo of the Polaroid that you cut out the side and made sure she wasn't in there. I'm just saying.
She was going for blood where she tried to stuff Indy Hartwell into a top half locker, and Indy was nearly in there. I want to give props to JC Jane this week.
The only person that successfully put somebody in the locker in NXT is Rhea Ripley, and she banished Dakota Kai into the Phantom. So.
JC, I have some words for you, JCJ. I want to let you know. I know Marcus and Manny, they both are waiting for your removal from Toxic Attraction. They call you useless. They call you whatever.
Oh, come on.
I know what it feels like to be the third wheel of a tandem. Me and you have something in common. I know Marcus and Mandy want to treat me the same way they want Mandy and GD to treat you. We are a kindred spirit. I stand by you, JC.
Excuse you.
First of all, you're both a man on a mission. Don't you get to correct the JCJ and the Jannetty scenario. You're both a man on a mission. All right? So
hey, if I'm Mo Marcus, that makes you Mabel.
I forgot the other one's name. It wasn't Mo. It was
the rapper guy. The rapper.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. Explain to me. I can't remember shit half the time, but for some reason I knew Oscar name like that.
And again, Eric, it's Vince. He put these gimmicks in our head. As I told Manny, we were children, Vince. We were children.
You've been indoctrinated by Vince.
He just put a bunch of bad gimmicks in K. This is the Damien DeMentor and the Oscar's a man on a mission.
Oscar.
But I don't remember. Oh, it's the beatdown we're talking about.
And also for you, Marcus, as you did request many weeks ago.
So mean. You know, I didn't realize how mean it was until you did it. And damn it, Manny, damn it,
Marcus. Much like NXT on April 2nd, I stand and I deliver.
The most telling sign that I really appreciated, and they even made it into your possible thumbnails for the show on Thursday, was the Toxic Lounge. Like, for a change, although Manny used the lounge for evil, but they finally put JCJ in the middle.
How dare you claim I used the Toxic Lounge for evil?
Manny, you put your logo on top of her face.
Because Marcus asked for it.
I just want to make sure history is correct, okay? I just want to make sure history is correct. That when they get called up to the main roster, one will go to SmackDown, one will go to Raw, and one will be wished well in their future endeavors. And you know who it is, and I'm just putting the image right there.
And
then they're going to reunite Toxic Attraction randomly to win those useless tag team titles. And you know who the tag team champion is going to be? Mandy and Gigi.
You know, the sad part about it, I find Mandy the least attractive of the trio. It goes Gigi, JJ, and then Mandy.
That's fool.
But I thought the fact that they let
Manny, you've never been in that shape in your life.
In the best shape of my life.
I didn't realize you had such a tribal tattoo.
There's more muscles in that neck than in my entire body. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm of course Lord Manny Hayes, and I'm joined by.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Let me do a proper introduction for my tribal chief, as he is a humble man, as I cherish as I give it, and still you're reigning, defending, undisputed mid-card mess shit poster Lord Manny Hayes. Ooh! The views and shows of the Sharpshooters does not reflect anything that Manny says. By the way, I'm Marcus the Grand Finale, who's mild compared to his tribal chief. Who, you know what? And now I bow down to you. And Manny, I want to say this in front of the 15 people we got watching the show at a time or ever. I acknowledge you.
Do you know what? There comes a time when you need to put a hold on thirst trapping and defeating Kerry.
Oh.
Because it takes too much out of you. You got to keep an eye on what he's doing, and then you have to keep an eye on what you're doing. And then I play by the rules, Marcus. I may have added rules to this. You're
the only one playing the game.
I may have added rules. I don't repost anything he does. Because I believe I checked if he'd done it before me, because if he did it before me, I won't do it. He didn't play by those rules, which means I should have won by more, because I negate those posts that he duplicated. Negate. But rules are rules. His numbers stand. But I added up my entire number rate of likes, comments, posts. I went over 1,700. He didn't even go over 1,000.
Manny, that's still too much.
I know. I need my
we're gonna test you with performance enhancement drugs. Way too much coffee. Way too much energy, apple juice. All of that.
And I'll start with you, Thirst Trapper Jones. Do you accept the explanation that Paul Heyman gave to the world?
Before Thirst Trapper Jones chime in and you finish that sentence, I need you to put respect on his name and call him Lord Thirst Trapper Jones. You introduce his title of Lord, okay? Well, my mid-card mess champion, sir. Are you proud of what you've done? And are you done? Are you done? Was that the last crusade?
I mean, if I ever get called to come back, because I've seen what he's doing uncontested, where he's blowing out content just like there's no one challenging him, and he's just forcing it out now. So he really wants us back, but like, I just want him to know I'm not playing. Therefore, when you win, it's a hollow victory. I'm letting you win.
So, Manny, let it go. Let it go. Okay? Let it go.
I'm just gonna say it may. When Maurice let out the stats, I was like, thank God I can sleep.
Yeah, but then again, and then an hour later, I saw you posted again. About Mick Foley was like, I'm 32, man. I need to make a mark in the world. And I'm going like, I'm 37 right now, Mick. You look like shit. You look like shit. I don't know what was going on in 98, but I feel like everybody in the 90s, whether you're in the NBA or NFL, everybody looked like they were in their 50s almost. So I was like, you guys are old.
Old
what
men.
the hell?
Yeah, Patrick Ewing was never 20. He was always 45.
Yeah, he always was 45, and his knees were 112. I think Sable was out of line in her outfit. Although she gets the biggest reaction of anybody. It's like the thirstiest building I've ever seen, man, in my life. In 1988, women just you would think that women were like nuns or walking around in like turbans, that they would never show any skin. The way the men in this building reacted to Sable coming out, it was just like, yeah, she's okay, it's all right. I'm not gonna get on my feet and be like, respect that.
Could you imagine the men of that era on Instagram now? They would be ruined.
Yeah.
Comments. Jesus Christ.
Thirst trap everywhere. And that's coming from Thirst Trapper Jones.
I kind of get Melrose point. Like, come on, love. Like, I'm supposed to be the wrestler. Who's my valet?
Yeah, this is really distracting. That you're out here, your titties are jiggling everywhere. Who you showing them titties for? Huh? Those are my titties. I pay for them titties. Those are Johnny B. Bad titties. I feel like in my life, I'm going to limit all my success until I make someone so mad that they got to release 2009 audio of me on the Sharpshooters podcast. Just those old time bombs that, and I got to release a statement. And so I'm already prepping and writing speech, an apology speech, so I can just hit send. Whenever some shit come in.
And shout out to, although WWE has been getting so much flack for about what they do and how they do it, they turn $1 billion in revenue, whether it's by means not necessarily people see approval, but me being a stockholder, I'm like, hell yeah, turn that profit, baby. Release Keith Lee.
You have one stock. You have one stock.
Manny, that's more stock than you got. Okay,
that's true. That's true. Yes. But when you say I'm a stockholder, you're saying it in singular. Most people, when they say I've got stock, have loads of stock.
Manny, you're right. You know what? I think on this day, I see clearly. I shall buy me another piece of stock inside of WWE so I can actually be plural. So I'm stockholder. But what I enjoyed about
the stock in WWE, Eric. Now that you're going to invest more, now that you're an investor, do you plan on now sitting in on conference calls because you own 2 pieces of stock?
I don't think I have enough stock to do it, but I believe I can. They will send me an invitation where they have a stockholders meeting. And if you guys need me to be a reporter on that day, if I'm not working at my real job, I have no problem sitting in, and maybe I could ask the question to Vince. Vince, do you think you could support a black podcast?
No. That shouldn't be a question. The first question should be, Vince, why you go so hard on Martin Luther King Day? Why is that so? Sometimes no, you go hard. Hey, I mean, I've seen WrestleMania video packages. I've seen you glorify Tyson. I've seen all these storyline packages, but none of them compete with the Martin Luther King patches that happens every year.
And the evolution of that Martin Luther King package. Incredible. Because when we watched the first one in 98, it was like an image. It was like an image of Martin Luther King. And then it's evolved into, I feel like the video gets longer and longer every year.
Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you why, Vince, because it's something that is sweeping the nation. It's called stock footage. There's so much more stock footage available. You can really stretch these trailers out. But I want to.
At one point, it's going to be 1 hour. The first hour Raw is going to be the Martin Luther King package. That's where we're going to be at 2030. It's just going to be all Martin Luther King package.
One half of Retro Raw. Ross Bell says, every evening, gentlemen, what's good? You know, you can check out Retro Raw on every Friday.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Mark show. It looks like I'm pointing to my crotch. I am Lord Manny
do
Hayes.
that after those images.
I am Lord Manny Hayes. He is
Marcus the Grand Finale.
I can't help point at my crotch. I'm watching too much Raw is Retro. It happens all the time in 1998. Oh, you're doing Tyson chops.
Tyson chops. Those mean I really mean it. We're having a good time. Toupee Tuesday is on the way.
Toupee Tuesday, March 29. Marcus Manny, the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Toupee Tuesday, March 29.
Martinez.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, Marcus.
We had a few. Layla Hirsch, and all the people she's going against. I guess the world, or Natty and Aaliyah, because I feel like they're on the same level for me.
Layla Hirsch, Marcus, because I don't know why Layla Hirsch has had this turn of events where she hates everybody.
Yeah, she hasn't explained why she's so mad.
She's just upset. Like, everybody's like, "Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you!" It's like, well. Unfortunately, it's kind of like how women's friendships evolve sometimes, where women are I ain't friends with that bitch no more. It's like, why? It don't matter. We just ain't friends. It's like, okay.
100%. I just don't understand. It's like when you get the conversation of we don't like this person anymore. I'm like, we.
Like, what happened?
I thought they were a treat. This like one of your
like Manny, can we please get an explanation of why I'm not supposed to be friends with this person anymore before I get in an argument when I'm still talking to this person, but I'm not supposed to be talking to? And then it's nothing worse when you hear if they ever give you the rationale behind it, and you hear it, and you're like, this is some petty shit right here. Why are we upset over this?
I mean, me and Marcus could probably get along with that because we've evolved that sometimes the Untitled Manny and Marcus show should really just be called Salt and Petty.
Yeah, I mean, it's Salt and Petty.
But a man, I don't know about you. I don't know how you choke people in your personal life, but when I choke people in my personal life, they don't get up. I don't care.
Okay,
like,
Benoit.
Pop up.
Like you, Marcus, I don't admit to any chokings in my life, man, because I'm an upstanding citizen and I don't choke nobody out.
But I'm just saying, if you were to choke somebody,
if I was to choke a motherfucker out,
he's talking real. He's talking real.
If I was to choke a motherfucker out, let's just say his family probably filing a missing person report. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying. Hypothetically. You know, because you got to get underneath that. Because I'm cracking tracheas and stuff.
Yeah, you know. So in this match, CM Punk was
yeah, right, Manny. I'm going like right there. This bicep.
This man has expert in biology attacking tracheas.
Tracheas, man.
I know exactly where to get you.
Because you know, in wrestling, you're supposed to keep the chin lock on the chin. Nah, mine's always slit. And then you got to put them right there in the crook. The crook right there, because you know
that vein will poke out just right in the throat. It just stuck out.
I know how to get out Eric's chokehold.
Fuck you, man. You gonna say something food related? I already know it.
I wasn't, but if you want, I can go there.
My plan was to do a back kick low blow just to get out of it. Oh.
No, because you know what? From watching so much of professional wrestling and watching chokeholds and ankle locks being applied, the trick you got to fall down to the ground. The thing is, everybody try to do choke. Once you fall down to the ground, I'm 260 pounds worth of bed. It's hard to get up. So now you got all that weight on you, as I put it on you, like Sonya. You know, see, Sonya made a mistake this week when she hopped on the back, and she should have swept the leg first, then choked out Ronda Rousey. But she didn't do that. if you go back and watch the tapes of how Ronda got knocked out, you would know what to do to take out Ronda Rousey. But I digress.
Eric's been a part of Cobra Kai since the 80s.
I ain't never watched the episode of that. I feel like I should, but I haven't.
You've never seen Karate Kid?
No, I've seen the movie, but the TV show Cobra Kai.
Yeah, but the sweep the leg came from the movie.
I know, but you know, I'm all about sweeping the leg, goddammit. You gotta sweep the leg.
This is exclusive. Hot off his AEW debut. Keith Lee is all elite.
Greetings and salutations. Please bask in my glory.
Oh, bask in his glory.
Oh, bask in his glory.
So
I also
now,
moonlight as Mark Henry too. On the side note, thanks to JR.
As Keith Lee, the Hollywood Sunset Boulevard edition, he's just hanging out in the corner.
I prefer the Bollywood edition.
Not even Indian.
You mean the Bellywood? The Bellywood, not the Bollywood.
Set yourself up for that one.
Get in my belly.
So Bearcat, I have a few questions for you.
Rawr.
Oh, when did you become the camp Bearcat?
Hold on. I want to go, for the record, as the Bearcat, you showed more personality in that ride than you did your entire WWE main roster run. When did you make the decision to leave the or go to All Elite Wrestling?
After I spent some time in the Serengeti trying to become one with my Bearcat spirit, I realized at that moment I was not a Bearcat.
Is your patron a Bearcat? Is your patron a Bearcat? Anyway, man.
But
5 minutes later,
I was all elite. And there's only one way to be all elite, is that for them to bask in my glory in the Dynamite Rampage. Lord Manny Hayes, do you have something that you would like to ask?
Yes, Mr. Bearcat Lee. While you were in the Serengeti, did you happen to meet my other favorite wrestler, Mr. Monty Brown?
Because he reminds me of a young Monty Brown.
I spoke to Mr. Brown and we discussed the possibility of me acquiring his pounds from him. However,
he's like a kitty cat.
That is not where I thought he was going with that. I thought
he decided
a reverend.
he decided not to allow me or grant me permission to use the pounds in All Elite on Dynamite.
Let's get to the nitty gritty, Mr. Lee. One, is me and you coming with you? And two, do you feel there's a spot for a black man in the AEW title picture? Or are you just going to be on dark?
There is a spot for a black man on AEW because I am that spot. Did you see how large I was? How I swallowed the entire roster with my girth.
20 minutes later.
Of strength. And yes, as soon as Mia Yim pays off all of her debts, she will join me in All Elite, and we can be all elite together.
1 eternity later.
Bask in my glory once again, because I am now All Elite.
Congratulations on your new position of being All Elite, Keith. Hopefully you are happier and in a better place right now than when you were in a singlet and probably going to end up fighting in a mask like Karrion Kross.
Let me tell you, eating catering in a doublet or a singlet is very uncomfortable. Now that I can be shirtless, I am limitless what I can do in catering.
Well, you're in rare form of your promos, Keith. I wish you well. Hopefully everything goes right with you. Hopefully no one's fucking with you anymore.
Would they just stop fucking with me? You know what? Can I say something? I almost lost my composure. I have been a fan of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show for a very long time.
Thank you.
However,
Thank you.
I would like to call out someone for spreading a false narrative. Levi, I'm coming for you because your story was all lies. All lies.
Oh, I forgot about that story.
And that is undisputed. I'm out, guys.
All right. Later, Beefly. But we will have Eric joining us to comment on what happened here.
Now it's time for the main event.
Oh, Eric, if I swapped your microphone with a hot dog, would you be upset? In that picture?
Marcus, I'm already upset with the picture, so I can't be any more
I chose
angry.
not to do penis, Manny. I chose not to do penis mentally. I said hot dog. I'm not getting us banned on this site to put a penis on the other side. That's what got him. Like, got all the views.
Why are you holding it like that as well?
I don't know.
Why are we laughing? Why are we encouraging it? That's what it looks like. And even Brian Davis is going like, he's really going to suck this microphone off.
I'm assuming I'm ranting about something. I had to get close to the microphone.
Like, yeah, do it. Yeah.
You know what? This show has already derailed.
So I call this the Wingardium Leviosa moment of the week. A Saray.
Which spell is that? Which spell is that? Is that just levitation, right?
That's the levitation one.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I wasn't going to use any of the death spells because I wasn't. This is the worst one of the.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. You gotta correct you. I want to correct you over and over. Yes,
Marcus, Expelliarmus. Oh, where's your wand, bitch? Where's your wand?
Motherfucker, you don't want to fuck with me, all right?
You got pen
today. You don't want to fuck with me today. This wand is a silver wand, all right? This is what we carry in America as hill wizards, all right? You may have your Hogwarts and stuff, but we got the LA Unified.
Where is it?
I got the LA Unified School District School of Magicians. Yeah, we may not get skills, but I'm going to shoot the hell out of this Patronus right now on you, Manny. And you know what my Patronus is? It's a goddamn gun. It's a gun. That is what we have. Expecto Patronum. Bang. Oh, fuck. This shit's hood shit. He got that hood one. Shit's dangerous.
I did tell Eric that we may test out white powders on the show, but I don't think we've got time for that.
I don't know why I thought you said white power. I was like, whoa, Manny. I don't know. We should test that out for the show. I don't know if that's going to work with the audience.
I mean, he was better than your Keith Lee. You got credited for your Keith Lee impression.
You know what? I think I could have did better with that one, but you know, it was spur of the moment. What can I say?
So the only thing on the comment was Eric's Keith Lee was spot on, except for the unnecessary use of big words. You didn't use them at all. And you didn't start off the segment with greetings and salutations.
I did start that off that way.
No, you didn't.
I did. If you go back to tape.
Let's tape.
I started off with greetings and salutations, man.
As Manny look up the tape.
Greetings and salutations. Please bask in my glory.
I think that
I apologize.
A point for Gryffindor.
Yes.
Point for Gryffindor.
Fuck, I'm Ravenclaw, motherfuckers. What?
You're a Hufflepuff motherfucker.
No, I'm not. I'm not Hufflepuff. You know?
You are Hufflepuff. You are
Nah,
Hufflepuff.
man.
You're a Hufflepuff motherfucker.
I'm taking multiple tests. I am Ravenclaw, and Ravenclaw ain't nothing but a mixture.
How many times they put you in a sorting hat?
Gryffindor and Slytherin. That's all Ravenclaw is. They got honor, but they also shady. You know,
his hater ass would have argued with the fucking sorting hat.
You're a Hufflepuff. I'm not leaving until you put me in something other than Hufflepuff. All right? Let me go over the reasons.
I mean,
it seems like we have a disagreement that you seem to put all the black people in
that's your call. That's your argument when you got put in Hufflepuff.
Mr. Pro-segregation sorting hat, Mr. Not in the Time sorting hat.
Oh, what house are you in?
Called me an N-word hat.
What house are you in, Marcus?
I'm probably Slytherin. I'll be honest. It's a piece
No,
of
Marcus,
shit.
the Prince of Petty, Marcus, you'll be right there with Ravenclaw, Marcus. You're right there with us at Ravenclaw.
I'm not doing no Ravenclaw.
Mark, you are, because
I'm not.
you got a little bit of the honor for people in Gryffindor, but then you have a lot of the petty for the people in Slytherin. So you kind of balance. But Thirst Trapper Jones belongs in Slytherin.
I will dye my beard blonde
anyway.
to get the.
I like the color green anyway.
I would dye my beard blonde just to try to get it there. And wear blue contacts.
And Manny, and then you can curse people with potions being in Slytherin too. Shit.
You do it. I believe Ravenclaw, the potions people.
No, that's Hufflepuff, Marcus.
And you're trying to tell us you're not a Hufflepuff?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'll take a test right now. Prove that I'm not a Hufflepuff, motherfuckers. I'll take a test right now.
I'm a lie detector.
That's it. That's it. Eric, put it in. Go to the test right now. Go to the test. I believe it's online. I believe it's like a Potter house or something. You put they have you answer a couple of questions.
We ain't got enough time for that, Marcus.
Put you in your head. We do, because I'm about to explain why the forbidden door is a bad thing. You got time. Take your drug test right now. Prove to me that you are not a Hufflepuff motherfucker, because I know you a Hufflepuff. I smell Hufflepuff all over you.
I got this, but I've taken this quiz multiple times, and each time I end up in Ravenclaw.
Nah, you ain't gonna answer truthfully.
A few moments later.
Eric, where are you at right now?
I'm on Would I Help a Friend Cheat on a Test?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You know you have. I brought it up in one of the classes. I brought up that I was always the unlucky person, that the person who I would cheat on was just as dumb as I was.
No. Let's talk about let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, because this was an off-air discussion where Marcus was going to start being the professor on his first lesson.
I'm not a professor.
And I told him to chuck someone out to assert dominance.
I am not that. I do not run Defense Against the Dark Arts classes. I am running a structured class of courses of gambling. Hey, you still taking this test?
It's a long test, man. What question?
How long is it? Is it like 5 questions?
No, man.
It's more than that.
The fuck? Why? Why? So, Manny, when you put this in the best of show, if you do, I believe we have to go with 20 minutes later graphic.
20 minutes later.
Maybe we'll put Eric with the hot dog, eating the hot dog mixer. And go, can you just lie? You just lie and say you completed the test and say you won. That's all I had to do. You didn't actually have to really take the test. People got to go to work. I got to put pants on. Jesus Christ.
I don't understand why you keep doing the show with no pants on. It's disturbing.
Because it's easier to not do the show without pants on, to put pants on after the show and just walk out the door outside and go to work. If I could, I'd do it with no shirt on too, Manny.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm Ravenclaw.
You can see my booby traps. Are you taking? No. We waited this long for you not to give us a fake answer.
I was 45% Slytherin, 28% Gryffindor, 16% Ravenclaw, 11% Hufflepuff.
Damn, I should have took Manny's test.
1 eternity later.
Fucking once again, I'm Ravenclaw.
Prove it.
Prove it. There's a sorting hat. You just go to the website and he just pick it random. You just go to the sorting hat website and it says, "Oh, you're this," and you're like, "Fuck, they win. It's a sorting hat. I can't argue with his black ass." That sorting hat smokes cigarettes, and you know it.
There it is. I told you guys. I told you guys. It's always Ravenclaw.
Well done, Eric.
I proved the point. I proved the point. I don't understand why that point had to be proved. I would like if my brother and my friend Manny would just take my word for it. If I tell you I'm Ravenclaw, goddammit, I'm Ravenclaw.
They're the underdogs in the game. And when Aaron Donald stick his fist up Joe Burrow's ass,
that is against the rules of professional wrestling, Marcus. That's against the rules.
As a puppet to call plays for the offense of the Bengals. That will be my victory.
So, Marcus, since it looks like you had experience of putting your hand up somebody's butt, but when you squeeze it like that, what part of the body are you squeezing to make them be your puppet?
That was me doing the hand pupping. That's me.
So his hand would go so far up.
Yeah. So let me tell you
his
the physics. Booty hole right here.
Did you turn that shit sideways?
Hand, hold up. Booty hole right here. Hand right here.
Man, he hit the mic before we get banned for that.
As it goes through, it
stop.
expands. It expands, baby.
That is the end of the Sharpshooters right there.
Of his mouth, and he's down.
Now he's like called the Cobra of Santino at this point. We are in
talking, and he's saying, "I'm running blue 42 banana," but it's Aaron Donald's banana. That's
Marcus,
running right now.
Marcus. I hate to let you know, Marcus. I hate to let you know.
I lost the Super Bowl.
I understand what you're saying that Aaron Donald would do. However, if he did that, he would be offsides, and that would be a flag.
No.
Yeah, because if he's saying that he's saying
I don't like your
42,
homophobic statement. I don't like what you just said. It sounded very homophobic.
It'd be a flag.
I know, Eric.
Enunciate, Eric. Enunciate.
I said flag.
Flag.
You know what? I'm done.
I'm gonna flag you for homophobia. How you like that?
Yeah.
But anyway,
I said flag. FLAG.
I know, Eric. But as I get Eric canceled like Joe Rogan on the Sunday night, which is on his day off, and I continue to talk in the South Park bit, I am Marcus Grand finale. Anyway, shout out to Tams in that Super Bowl half. Like, Manny, I know you don't know what Tams is, but that is the most hood burgers you can get. I'm sure you have something like that in your neighborhood, where it's just a chain of these off-brand food. They serve everything you need, whether you want breakfast, whether you want lunch, whether you want dinner, whether you want some spaghetti and meatballs or some random shit like that.
Oh, because they're just called calves.
Yeah. We call them Tams.
They're just called calves. Or if you want some good fried chicken, you don't go to brand name places. Like, you don't go to your KFC. You don't go to this. You go to Boss Man Chicken Shop. And what I mean by Boss Man Chicken Shop, when I say Boss Man Chicken Shop, it's either you go to the man behind it and go, "Can I have one piece, boss?" Or he goes, "What can I get you, boss?" That's how it works. Boss Man Chicken Shop.
Is the place actually called Boss Man Chicken Shop?
No. But if I was to open up, if we made money and we became brand home names, doing it.
Yep.
Someone probably stole it. I've trademarked it already. Don't try and
say boss all you want. And I'm also, Manny, at the end of the day, there's gonna be hard times meals and there's
not a big Boss Man themed shop.
I want it to be a Big Boss Man themed shop. Big Boss Chicken. It's Big Boss Man Chicken Shop. And we're gonna have hard times. We're gonna have people behind bars serving you food anyway. It's gonna be in the hood for sure. I'm 100% for it.
I legit hate that there's a delay on StreamYard now completely. But Vinnie Mac wants some ribs, pal.
Oh man, Manny, I'm 100% invested into the Big Boss Man Chicken Shop with my Vinnie Mac and cheese. Come on. And the Shano mac and cheese, which is always fucked up.
I have a feeling you throw it from a height. You don't do it. You throw it from a height and it just
Be ready to
lands
catch it. Be ready to catch it. Otherwise, you can just pay for this. The Shano mac. Also in SAD said Big Boss Man Dad being dragged. Laugh out loud. That would literally be on loop throughout the fucking place on TV would be that funeral. Where we will also sell the shirt of the Big Show's dad in loving memory.
Oh, Ross just sent us a picture, which I'm gonna have to put on here now.
Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. Jesus, the boss man.
but
That they will be the ones every year chicken today.
With a spot of racism, here's your chicken.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta cancel Ross. That time he put the Confederate flag. That's the big boss man. Although those costumes are amazing. Those costumes are amazing.
Marcus, as me and you have been known to test out white powders with knives, our separate show on a separate channel.
What? White powder and knives. Powder and knives are used to other drugs. Manny and white powder. Manny tastes white powder.
Mmm.
100% pure.
Zesty.
100% pure cocaine. By the way, go back into our archive and look up the episode called Cocaine. Cokaine. Classic episode of the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast, where it's 90% about Kane going into various rooms testing drugs and saying it's 100% pure cocaine. How he solved the investigation. I totally forgot about that.
How can you forget about it? You're the one that made it. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny Market Show. I'm Lord Manny Hayes.
Well, who should be known as Takashi 6ix9ine. Of course I made it though, but you know you snitching on me. And I am Marcus the Grand Finale, aka Dave Meltzer, but black.
Yes, he is. And I am Sean Ross Sapp, but Asian.
And see, you get what you want from this show. You probably want to hear from these guys, the insiders who have all the dirt sheets. But we don't have that information due to him being Asian and me being black.
Yeah, there's limitations to what we can do.
So all we can do is talk shit and speculate. Consider us the black Stephen A. Smith, and you're the white Skip or an Asian Skip Bayless.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to be Asian Skip Bayless.
You're Asian Skip Bayless. Actually, that's more of an Eric.
I want to be who's the guy that did boxing? Max
Kellerman?
Max Kellerman. I'll be Asian Max Kellerman.
All right. You're black Michael. You're Asian Michael Wilbon. I'm black Tony Kornheiser.
It's a double funny because obviously it's Erica's 50 cent or $1 as we've described. If you turn it upside down, it's Eric doing a Hulk Hogan.
When it comes crashing down, I hate Hulk Hogan so much. I miss that song. Damn it.
So I said I've got a surprise for you.
Ooh!
So on the right is the awful image you made me look like a potato.
I don't think I made you look like a potato at that time in your life, man. You look like a potato. You look like a potato. A potato with a goatee.
I ain't rocked the goat since 2013. On the left is alternate man. I believe this is the unsanctioned Manny and Marcus show on the left because it ain't real. As the Godfather and D'Lo Brown, the alternate untitled Manny and Marcus show, and we don't look impressed on the right.
No. Oh no, that guy behind them, it's like holy shit! Right now in this mall, I am sitting with the Godfather and D'Lo Brown. I'm still at the airport, but holy shit.
That guy knows who they are and is like, where's the whole train?
Here's the whole train. Where the hose at? I'll take the hose. I'll take the hose over my flight. And back to defending myself, Manny. You look like a potato in 2013. You need to accept it. I was chiseled. I look so just like randomly put a photo right there. Like, oh, there he is.
You look so sassed. I don't want to be in this photo.
I ain't gonna be in no chain. I ain't gonna be in no Saudi Arabia taking no selfie with you. Mm-hmm.
Girl.
But you know, in a Twilight Zone episode that takes heavy CGI, it would be Bobby Lashley with my body and I with Bobby Lashley body, and both of us be completely upset with ourselves.
So
I can't keep this up. I can't keep this up. I'm gonna kill this man. I'm going to McDonald's.
I can imagine you trying to get into a WWE title shot and them trying to say you got a concussion. Why do you keep answering to the name Marcus? Your name is Bobby. Marcus.
Bobby. Not Marcus. Bobby. No. I can see Bobby Lashley coming on this show with you being completely uncharismatic and fumbling over words.
I would hope though he still has the power to make you veins come out of your head.
Your
body.
I can just see him frustrated. I'm stuck here in the shithole in Long Beach and I can't get out. And I apparently have to do this show. I have to do this show. This is bullshit and the worst edition of Freaky Friday ever. This is the worst. Hi, I am Lord Manny Hayes.
And
I'm an English accent.
Marcus the Great.
I'm glad you took that second breath. I always decide if I want to do it or not, or do I risk this and pass out. Go for it all. Go for it all and pass out. This show's over.
JK Smush. Good morning. Good evening. Fuck the Hulk Hogan. Fuck this day. And fuck the dunk contest.
You know what? Normally, I agree with JK Smush, but today, I absolutely agree with everything he said. Good morning, good evening. Fuck Hulk Hogan. Fuck this day, and fuck the dunk contest. In all caps. The dunk contest was trash. Trash.
Oh, and fuck Microsoft Teams. I hate it. I hate Windows. I hate everything about Microsoft Windows. I hate Microsoft Office. I wish that paperclip was alive so I could punch it in the face.
You want to fight Clippy? Oh no, that would be the ultimate dream fight for everybody. I think you just
Marcus, I would bend the paperclip and then stab him in the eye.
Oh. You his own body against him. It's like, God, why did you make me this way? Why did you make me this way? What paperclip, damn it! I shouldn't have eyes.
How are you doing today, Marcus?
Oh, fantastic! You know, and
do you feel 5 pounds lighter?
Yes, yes. And Manny, I'm going to give this story, and I had to think about it. Why I was there in my special place.
Marcus is basically explaining why the show started 5 minutes late.
And I had to come up with an explanation because I was like, this show's going to be late, and I'm going to have to explain this on the show. I know it. I know it. So here's what happened. Last night, we had power outages throughout my job and workplace. And there's normally restaurants and places you can eat at and stuff. And you couldn't eat because not only was the power out, they were also having gas issues. So I said, so what am I supposed to eat? And the person goes, they got the hot dog guy still there. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I don't think I should really do this. But I was hungry. I hadn't eaten all day and I was hungry. So I go to the hot dog guy and I was like, how much for a hot dog? He's like, $4. And I look at him and I go, but I'm really hungry. Give me the fucking hot dog. He gave me the hot dog. I ate the hot dog. It didn't look like the best hot dog in the world.
Did it taste good going in? Did it taste good going in?
No, it didn't.
Oh, that's how you know you're getting a stomachache.
Yeah, it was a terrible hot dog. And then I ate it and, I was fine. But later in the night, it was more like, let's have a conversation. Me and my stomach, we need to have a conversation. What do you mean? I have a disagreement with you. And it needs to come out right now. And I was like, oh, okay. So for the past 24 hours, I have been having this conversation with my stomach and shitting all over the place.
And that's no better way to start the show with some dynamite.
Dynamite!
We are live, and one of us isn't shitting out of their asshole this time.
Whoa. For the record, you have to blame the hot dog at a certain location that I work at. That's all I'm saying.
Marcus, I was going to comment on that post because I was like, first, you go and get the random booster from the guy inside the pharmacist, and now you're getting random hot dogs from people because I know the power was out. But Marcus, if the power was out, how did those wieners remain fresh, Marcus? Think about it.
I know what I was doing, Eric. I know what I did. I just needed to eat. I was hungry, okay? I was hungry. It's not a crime to be hungry.
But it's a crime to eat those hot dogs.
$4 for a hot dog. It was just cheaper hot dogs in Dodger Stadium than in this current that location.
But Manny, I'm not 100% sure if this happens over in London, but after events, are there people outside selling hot dogs and peppers?
No.
Okay, so this is a common thing in America, and after a sporting event or any type of event, there will be people out there with these little hibachi grills selling hot dogs and peppers.
No. It's not like that. It's more like outside of a stadium.
Yeah.
Where there's they have actual hut kind of thing. So
no,
it's not like just a
guy
guy outside with a grill.
No, that sounds like that's licensed. These people are not licensed, but the food smells delicious. But anytime you're with your party, you have to remind other people, don't fall for the trap of the aroma, because everybody's being like Pepe Le Pew, like, ooh, that smells so good, let me go and get a hot dog, because you're guaranteed to have the midnights, the 5 o'clock delay, whatever you want to call it, is going to happen to you, and you're going to regret that decision that you made about eating one of them hot dogs.
To the Super Bowl. But this is the equivalent of watching somebody go eat the Heyman, Roman, and Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, is the equivalent of watching somebody go get those hot dogs.
So Marcus, let me ask you a question, Marcus.
So you Brock Lesnar at this point? I want that hot dog.
I'm gonna get that hot dog, and then it's just like,
Manny. I think Brock Lesnar is the hot dog, and Marcus is Paul Heyman looking at that hot dog because he was hungry. Like, that looks good right there. Let me get that hot dog.
You and Manny are judging me for going like, you really gonna do that, huh?
Eric,
really going to,
Eric, pay attention, very close attention, because this is what Marcus looked like before he had to leave, like 2 minutes before you were about to go live.
And then, do you have the thumbs up with how he looked when he came back? There you go. He all right. So Marcus, the important question that as an American I need to ask you.
Yes.
How do you take your hot dog? What do you want on your hot dog?
Most of the time plain. I'm more of a plain hot dog person, but when it's not plain, it's onions, relish, mustard, ketchup too.
Oh, ketchup! Wow, blasphemous!
You guys have the nerve to make fun of me when I want things plain and bland. How dare you, grand finale?
You want burgers bland. You want burgers bland. You want your bland ass, dry ass burgers, Manny. I need my burgers juicy, meaty. Sweating tomato juice.
I agree with Manny. It's nothing better than a burger with just meat and bun. That's all you need. I don't need anything else. It's meat and bun.
I'll tell you this: if it's grilled on a barbecue grill, I just need meat and bun.
This Miss Hatchet man, because I don't know what he did, but we all need that. We all need that tough Asian in the corner. That's why we got Manny up in the top screen. He got shit going down for us.
Bye.
Hey, have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. Good night.
Michael Carl reporting.
Michael Carl reporting.